Hello and welcome to the Pot Stirrers.
A podcast where two brown Catholic South Africans teach you things you didn't learn in high school.
Now, stay tuned for your hosts, the Duke and Dame of Stirring the Pot, Bugz and Bloo.
Yeah, okay, members. Part 2, yeah.
We being nice because we missed you last week, so we'll give you twice. So this is part 2 of episode 11.
Where we're talking about the 7 ways to deal with job loss. As we mentioned
muchacho.
in part 1. Retrenchment is rife at the moment.
Yeah.
Coronavirus is really buggering up our economy.
Yeah, people closing down, people losing jobs, people just going crazy. So just listen, take some of these tips and let's see if it can help you.
Yeah, so number 1 would be to allow yourself time to grieve, but try not to dwell on it.
Yes.
Meaning, losing a job, especially if it's not your fault, is a really big loss and it needs to be grieved. It's normal to grieve. And the longer you wait before you make a plan, the more difficult it is to get back into the workforce.
Yeah, I agree because remember we are creatures of habit.
Yeah,
so
you change your habits, that's what you follow.
Yeah, exactly. So, but it does take 21 days to create a new habit as well. So
Is it 21 days?
Yeah, 21 days to create a new, for your body to, or your mind and your body to create a new habit. So
Fun fact.
yeah, fun fact for the day. So, they need to be a process for you to understand what's going on and to grieve, but don't get stuck in a rut, basically.
Yeah.
So, yeah. All right. The next one is to establish and very important stick to a routine. Like I was saying, don't get stuck in a rut. So, like I said, take time to maybe go on a holiday. Go on a holiday or take time off or whatever you want to go. But if you're doing that, if you're going on a holiday, like a proper holiday, make it as if you're still at work and then you apply for leave. So, for example, I'm going to England for a week. And then so keep to that schedule to England. Okay, not for a week to England, but you know what I mean. Those kind of things. So, and when you come back from your holiday and when you're looking for jobs,
Go back to your routine.
Yeah, so if you woke up at 6:30, for example, wake up at 6:30, have your breakfast, and then look for jobs on the internet or go out into the world for jobs. But then also take a lunch break like you would at normal work, whether it's 12 to 1, 1 to 2, whatever it is. And what that does is because you're sticking to that 8 to 5 or 8 to 4, whatever your working hours was, your body and your mind still feel like you're in that kind of space. Also, another tip is maybe try and I know it's not possible to do this every day, but to wear similar clothes as to what you wore at work. I think that also
wearing a pencil skirt and stilettos all
well,
day,
not so
chilling at home.
formal, but I mean, don't sit in your pajamas. Maybe put on a shirt and
Why are you
jeans.
telling the world what I do?
I didn't say names. I didn't say Bugz sits at home in her pajamas, but she does. But anyway.
What pajamas? I just look like a homeless child, okay?
Yeah, but it's just those kind of things though. So you get your routine back, and
It's
you
important.
trick your body
It's
into
important. Even not specifically with grief, routine is really important with any mental health issue. It's one of the ways that you kind of keep yourself on track.
Correct.
Sticking on track.
Yes.
Step 3 is explore new opportunities.
I like the sound of that.
Yeah, so it's like, okay, if you have free time now, you're not grinding at the 9 to 5. Take time, learn a new skill, learn a language, consider studying again, do something. Maybe think about starting your own business. Are you in the right career field?
Correct. And maybe you might even find your passion, like you're saying, if you speak a language or play an instrument or do something new and you don't know, maybe you might find out you're a good bass player or piano player or
Exactly.
you have a lovely voice to sing with, unlike mine.
Lol.
But you can develop, you can find something new about yourself and that will be fun.
It's a good way to use your time.
Yeah.
Find a productive way to use your time.
Productive
Yeah.
is the key word.
Yeah, that's kind of how we started.
Yeah, that's true.
So, see, good can come out of...
The next step is to assess your marketable skills.
Yo.
So, many people have done a job or do jobs for so long, they don't realize what their skills are, what their talents are. So like I said, that's a time where now you can reflect on yourself and say, okay,
Take
I'm
stock.
doing, this is what I did before. So for example, you worked an office job.
Yuck.
You were
Sorry.
good at organizing things. You used to organize the catering, or you used to plan your manager's meetings and days, and maybe you can be an events organizer.
Yeah,
You see?
true.
So you look at that and then you write it down on your CV or your resume, whatever you want to call it. And what it also does is it also allows you an opportunity to measure your good and your bad.
Yeah.
So it's like doing pros and cons of yourself, basically. And look at yourself as a brand. Yeah.
Kinda, yeah. Also, with your marketable skills, is like Blue mentioned, if your organizational skills are fantastic, it doesn't mean that you just have to be an executive PA forever and ever and
exactly.
ever. Diversify those skills. Use the fact that you're a mother at making lists and do something else. Organize other things. So, yeah. Step 5.
Yes.
Try to avoid internalizing rejection. I'm going to repeat that slowly.
For all of us.
Try to avoid internalizing rejection. I'm pretty sure we all get rather sad and take it personally if we apply for a job, we're
Correct.
unemployed, and you just have doors slamming in your face left, right, and center.
Or that we regret to inform you emails or those letters.
Oh yeah, sorry, your CV got lost, and you're like, really? But it's key to not take it personally, because just because you haven't gotten the position doesn't make you any less of a person.
100%.
You're still damn fantastic
Correct.
in whatever way you're fantastic, but it wasn't for you.
Yeah.
And it sounds cliche, but
There's a reason for that.
yeah, there's a reason. When God closes a door, he opens a
There's another
window.
one.
You know?
That's true.
So just remember that you're searching for a situation that's good for you,
Yeah.
not just a job.
I think that's important for us as well to remember that when we're going through those situations.
Job satisfaction, guys, come on.
It's important to find something that you're going to enjoy doing and something that you're good at doing. So those two factors need to be at the top of your list. Don't only just look for money.
Exactly.
There's a lot of people who go into fields because of the money, and then what happens is maybe that field gets saturated. Then what are you going to do?
Exactly.
Try and go for the things that are not so common, and in most cases, the things that are not so common that interest you or you're good at will get you
That's
the money.
where you shine.
Yeah,
That's really where you shine. Personal story. I had a job offer last week for
Yeah.
a redonkulous amount of money per
Correct.
month. And I went in for a week and it was fuck.
Yeah. So
And
sometimes,
thankfully,
yeah.
I'm not the kind that chases money. I'm
Yeah.
like, it has to be, I have to enjoy what I'm doing, provided my bills are
Get paid,
paid,
yes.
ends meet, I wear.
Yes.
I don't need anything more than that.
Correct. You see, when you start chasing money, then you lose what the main focus of it is too. You need to, because you're gonna get so caught up against going for the next and the next and the next, and you're not gonna enjoy
And
the
it never
present.
stops.
Yeah.
Greed is, yay.
So that's important. Next one, ask for help. Now, guys, we live in a country where we do not talk or ask for help. We look at asking for help as a weakness.
Yeah.
So if you know,
Gotta be all macho man.
if you know that you are applying for a job or you need help with a certain skill set or whatever it is, ask someone. It could be a family member, it could be a friend, it could be anyone, but just have.
If you're speaking to a loved one or a friend and it's not working, it's important to level up.
Okay.
Because
Level up,
Friend-
level up.
friends and family often can only help you to a certain extent.
Yeah.
and they're go and get additional support. The hotline,
Yeah,
SADAC hotline,
SADAC.
grief support groups.
Yeah, there's also divorce care if you are interested. There's something called divorce. Sorry, I'm not going off topic, but divorcecare.co.za, they can help you.
So, especially if you've reached a stage where you're completely hopeless, you're apathetic about life, you're totally not interested in the schedule and getting up at 6 o'clock in the morning to do the things.
Yeah, and we live in such an amazing time that there's support groups on Facebook, there's support groups on
Exactly.
Instagram, WordPress,
If you don't reach out,
Pinterest.
it's everywhere,
everywhere.
provided you look.
Yeah, just go out and search. You don't have to leave your comfort home. You can even phone someone. You can email someone. I think you don't think you can leave now. Well, probably.
Well, healthcare,
Yeah, healthcare is,
falls
but-
under healthcare.
So
but,
you
yeah.
know, so there are people who will be able to assist you. It doesn't always have to cost money. You can always reach out to these free support groups.
Yeah.
More often than not, someone will assist. So there is help out there, guys. It's important to remember that it's okay to ask for help. And it's
Exactly.
advisable to ask for help if you can't cope on your own, or if your family members or your friends don't understand. And also remember, other people may be going through another situation, so they may not be giving you their full attention. Whereas a professional person will
You're getting their undivided
provide
attention.
for that hour or whatever it is. And that would, for you as a person going through something like that, that's what is needed at that moment in time.
And I'm going to touch on something that is kind of taboo.
Ooh.
But, peeps, losing your job is not worth committing suicide over.
Yes.
Which
I
is
agree.
exactly why we're talking about professional help.
Mm-hmm.
Please, 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 whatever you do, it is not worth it.
Yeah.
Whether you're in a financial crisis, whether you just like, oh my bejesus, how am I paying my bond? Oh my bejesus, my children. Don't do it.
Yeah.
Just don't do it. Reach out. There is help out there.
Of course there is. And there's when you lose your job, and then if you're contemplating suicide, think about the further loss. If you have a family, how they cope without you
Yeah.
physically being there. I'm
it's
sure
not all about
that
money.
your job does not represent you as a person.
Yeah,
You
please
are that
don't
person.
validate
So-
yourself based on
Exactly.
your line of work.
I'm sure
because
your
that's
family would
just
love you whether you are
miserable.
employed or not employed. So,
Exactly.
But if you're not there for them to love you, how it'll just be heartbreaking. So we
Exactly,
don't
you're
hear
just
what
kicking them
anyone-
into further grief.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Do we have blues bits?
I think my blues bit for this week is that there's different types of grief, and we've all experienced grief.
In some way or the other.
Yeah, and we will experience grief. And it's okay to go through the stages. It's okay to be angry. It's okay to hurt. What's not okay is to take it out on people who don't deserve it. So when you do want to lash out, when you do want to hit someone or punch someone or scream at someone, just take a minute, stop, breathe, look at nature or something calming, and just think about how it's going to be in the next 6 to 12 months. And that will give your mind a better understanding of that the future will be better than the past.
That was blues bit for the week.
Thanks for staying tuned. Be sure to tell us how much you love listening to us.
We're all over the internet. Just search the Potstirrers Durban.
And pick your platform to like, follow, comment, and share. Catch your two favorite brown Catholic South Africans next week.
Stay safe.
Peace.